Just so difficult to guard a guy like Luka Doncic, and Steve Kerr talked about it with his high release point almost behind his head and his side. But Jimmy Butler drains the triple. Kuminga up the floor quickly. Lob it up with Butler soaring through the air.
And Noah, transition defense.
Rookie out of Florida getting some time. Steve Kerr didn't think he was going to be in the rotation, but has really been impressed with his basketball knowledge and ability to fit with just about any lineup. And a turnover right away. After just 1 year as a first-time head coach, but shows the belief that Rob Pelinka and this organization have on him. And he mentioned Marcus Smart as being an important voice for this team as Horford drills a triple. Size advantage for Butler. Goes right to work on Vanderbilt. Outside, Pajemski, pump, leave it. Green around. Butler, 5 to shoot. Attacks, floats, and puts it in. Tough bucket for Jimmy Bucket. Steph Curry with 7 points in this second quarter. Golden State holding on to a 6-point cushion. Jimmy Butler got them started. Now Curry is trying to keep it rolling, and there's that connection. Butler to Curry for 2.
2010 guy.
And another turnover for LA. Curry in the open court. Doncic, bounce it. Butler takes flight and finishes. Finds Butler. Mismatch with Vincent. Former teammates in Miami. Butler goes right at him. And he gets it to go. Working on Vincent again. He's loved the matchup all night. Spin and score. Jimmy Butler wheeling his way to the bucket. Trying to find Curry an opening. Butler working on Doncic. Draymond Green will try and hit. Steph Curry, 3 steals and a block. 2:35 to play. Warriors looking to close the door. It's Butler, patient for the bucket. Hand it, Curry. Hook it, Butler, bounce, Payton for 2. Beautiful basketball from the Dubs.
Here's Johnson. Jokic outside. Tried the extra pass and turned it over to Butler. Pajemski corner 3. And it's 10-0 Golden State to start the game. Here's Butler looking for his first points. He had to put it up with the shot clock running out. And then he drains a 3-pointer after the offensive rebound. Watson has it stolen after almost turning it over in the backcourt. But great response to get the block cleaned up, though, by Butler. He's got the last 5 for Golden State.
Cam Johnson.
Butler with the deep catch. Hardaway just kind of let him go, and Butler gets it to roll home.
To get off to a great start this season. He has been a notoriously slow starter. If tonight's any indication, oh, Jamal, you're here early.
Because we know he's a great finisher. After Golden State acquired Jimmy Butler, they were the #1 defensive team in the NBA last year. They've given up 70 in the first half tonight. Get an easy 2 here from Butler. It was 10-0 Golden State. A turnover. Gordon coughs it off. Butler on the other end. Gordon will challenge, and Butler can't finish with the tip by Payton.
4 minutes, apparently.
Butler underneath. Gordon challenges, but this time Butler able to score off the glass.
Tell you what.
And the Warriors lead for the first time since it was early on in the game. And a turnover. Butler with the steal. Butler looking to take Watson. Healed, falling away, front rim and down. 1-point Denver lead, opening minute of the 4th. Had some incredible finishes in the opening week of the NBA regular season. Draymond Green swishing home a 3. And most of that coming in the first half. Curry, a little airspace. That's all he needs. 38 for Curry.
Right in his airspace.
Butler on the cut. To the corner and Horford got a triple. Here's Curry, 31 points for him since halftime. Shot clock inside of 10. Curry behind the head to Butler. Butler takes it to Jokic, looking for some help, fires underneath, and a foul called. And they're going to say goaltending with 7 to shoot. Rolls it to Butler. They swing it. Horford in the corner with 3. Butler up top. It's good, a 3. That might be the dagger.
What sudden cat-like quick refreshes from Kuminga, and it's Butler not attached to a defender who gets to the open space and lays it in. And he comes, hard right hand, slapped away. Klingon picks it up, 17 to shoot. I'd be a double. Warriors get a piece of it. May have been Butler, grabbed by Curry on the push. One of those unguarded threes that Tom Haberstroh just mentioned a moment ago. And when you force turnovers, as the Blazers do and did against Minnesota, 19 against Minnesota, you're going to get those open looks in transition from three if you want to take them. Check by Apia, he'll survey. Curry moves without the ball to get to the open spot and drills a three. Nice reverse pass. Butler turns the corner on a screen. The 1-2 going up vertical was Tamani. Did not foul him, but he got clipped. Curry just takes it away from Holiday. Bounces ahead here to Butler. Giving it back to Curry for three in transition. Got it. Steph Curry trying to draw a little extra. Butler. Jackson Davis on the exchange. Butler. Centering pass in the paint. Jackson Davis in the jam. Ball's going to run through Butler here. He nods at Pajimski. And he knocks down a triple.
Playing so well early in this season, passing, rebounding. Backdoor cut Jimmy Butler, and Draymond found him. And he's on him, not Ja Morant on the other side. So that's why he started off the game off the ball. Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you, Jimmy doesn't like threes. Get yourself going again. 16 unanswered. Oh! Jimmy Butler. Kalani's Buki's doing play before play. That'll just continue dribble. Didn't matter. Couldn't post. Blocked it anyway. Jimmy Butler laying it up and in, and he'll draw the foul. Jaren Jackson just lurking there, hanging in the lane most of the possession. Jimmy Butler bottoms it into three. Jimmy Butler bailed him out, man. Split action. Butler skip pass to Draymond. You can see who Memphis is daring to leave open. And Draymond says, backdoor cut, Jimmy Butler. Jackson was there. And Pajimski three. Welcome to the NBA. Steph lost the handle, but got it back to Jimmy Butler. The counterattack to Kuminga. Beautifully done. Kuminga and JK working together. Then Post thought about that three. Jimmy Butler, shot clock at 10. A little shake, shimmy, and score. That's a get off me. Moody. Holy Moses. He is perfect. 4 of 4 on threes. Butler on the 7-footer Aldama. Down to 4. Jemski, little sidestep runner, and he got it!
Full season with Jimmy Butler, this man out top.
And what a difference Butler made when he came over in that trade. Right away, Draymond Green showing the range factor in this matchup. The Clippers want to slow things down. Of course, Golden State. Oh!
Got excited there for a minute, didn't you?
I mean, back-to-back three attempts from Draymond, but that's what he does well. Play to their advantage as they manage the year with this seasoned ball club.
Jemski looking to operate, kicking it out to Butler. Yep, line drive, jumper, good. Beyond the arc, Jimmy Butler the third.
Golden State, no rhythm at all on the offensive end thus far.
Jones trying to stay with Butler, can't do it. Jimmy Butler, beautiful looking jumper. Help from Green, making it tough. Draymond hauls it in, gives it to Steph. Leaves it for Butler. Finishes at the other end.
And that chemistry between those two on display.
Matchup nightmare, and he sees the floor as well. Butler over Zubac this time. Long range, line drive, Butler over Paul.
And 3-4 possessions in a row for the Clippers.
Under 5 on the shot clock. Horford tipped up and in, the follow by Butler. Pajimski, pump fake. Broadway, straight down it. Nobody stepped in.
Well, you have
concerning if you're Ty Lue, the second unit, what it's done.
Concerning tonight. I thought they've played well up until now. Speaking of playing well.
Butler looking for room. 3 on the shot clock. Host had the shot changed, I thought. That's another 3. and over the outstretched arm of Dunn, who was right in his face. Tough shot. So Harden back on the floor along with Leonard. Those have been the two bright spots. That's it offensively for the Clippers. Deep corner three, Moses Moody.
Stability out there, particularly with this second unit where the Warriors can run everything through him.
And doesn't turn it over. And gets it right at the clock, running out. Switch out to Harden on Butler. Left it underneath to Draymond Green. What a pass. And the lead is 20.
Got to come a little bit stronger against Draymond, and you cannot turn your head and relax at the defensive end. This team they will just back cut you to death.
Well, you talked about how hard this team has to play even with Giannis. In a game without Giannis like tonight, you almost have to. A.J. Green finding himself defending Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Here's Green with Butler driving and attacking and finishing with that left hand.
Off the floor for the Bucks, so you've got to do your job early. Box out these offensive rebounders for Golden State.
Podziemski from the baseline, out of bounds. Buddy Hield not there. The tip is good though for Butler.
It's Jimmy Butler.
Forces him baseline. Draymond Green. Underhanded pass to Jimmy Butler just as the shot clock expires. With the lefty finish.
Yeah, off the Euro.
5 points for Kuz. Jimmy Butler in traffic finding Draymond. The guy who was attacking post is now out of the game here for Golden State with Podziemski. Check it in. Off balance. Isn't that patented Steph Curry? 3 to shoot. Butler. Killer shot. To AJ's got to be careful looking for that double team. Tosses it away. Here comes Butler. Read the passing lane. And Jimmy Butler, 23 points. To AJ's got to be careful looking for that double team. Tosses it away. Here comes Butler. Read the passing lane, and Jimmy Butler, 23 points.
18 and 22. They have a 4-3 lead. And Butler with the steal. Kuminga takes it and pounds it home.
Jimmy Butler looked to see who was in the group.
18 and 22. They have a 4-3 lead. And Butler with the steal. Kuminga takes it and pounds it home.
Jimmy Butler looked to see who was in the group.
And now here comes Golden State.
He scores off the catch.
11 points a game for Nesmith as Butler goes inside and scores.
That's a foul on Jackson.
Curry puts it up with a left hand. And Steph Curry has a couple of baskets. A 5-year veteran out of Villanova. And that's Horford is going to miss it, but it's goaltending, hit the backboard. A 5-year veteran out of Villanova. And that's Horford is going to miss it, but it's goaltending, hit the backboard.
Okay, if you had to get technical, what is it that you see? And this is not in a sense of being critical. It's just an observation. You got to compete. He wants to go right.
And Kuminga left that short, but it was kicked to a cutting Curry who put it in. So a second chance opportunity. They used 12 in the first half. 2 to shoot, Butler. And Jimmy Butler has 11. Butler behind the arc, drives on Siakam, spins, and got it with a foul.
I mean, that's him. That's what he does.
Offensive rebound, Bradley. Pacers have missed their first 3 threes of the quarter, and Butler stripped Walker.
He sure did, pick his pocket.
Pascal Siakam, 11 of 18 on this Saturday night, and the Pacers back within 4. Santos over the top. Shot clock reset to 14 on an offensive rebound. And Butler the reverse layup.
I've watched the game in anticipation of us having to do this, but he's beaten.
And that's Kuminga. How many times has he done that? And that's why Rick Carlisle is going to take a timeout. 1 minute to play. 109-107.
Watch it. He gets to the rim that way.
And Jimmy Butler
He does that.
And the foul.
He prefers, if he's on that right side, that's because he wants to drive left hard to the middle.
Look, Jay Rich. Mark Williams and Draymond change that shot. Butler in transition to lay it up and in. Yeah, you look at all defense first team last year. They're all young guys except for Draymond Green. His 9th selection. Quentin Post dropping in another 3. There's 2 of those now. The pick. Clear side for Jimmy Butler. Surveys. Buddy spacing out for 3. Buddy Hield to Jimmy Butler.
Active defense that Golden State is going to have to employ the entire night on this Denver team.
And Butler off window, bucket. Butler, attack mode, dump off Jackson Davis off the window. Murray with the rock, Bruce Brown, Peyton Watson, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Another turnover for the Nuggets. Up ahead to Butler. Butler, the midi is good. Outside look, great. He likes that corner, not that time though.
They like it when he's wide open too.
Butler. Outside look, great. He likes that corner, not that time though.
They like it when he's wide open too.
Butler, an and one opportunity. Green in the corner, hits again. Butler outside to Podziemski, penetrating, nice feed. Butler the leg.
And that's the activity. And now you just have to turn and shoot. I mean, that's just doing your work early in that offensive set. And speaking of which, that time Butler able to get the inside position, I think, on Murray.
Green for 3, won't go. Rebound bounces over to Butler, who finds Post inside for 2.
Year the Warriors went through after they played Toronto in the finals. I remember they were 15 and 50. Steph was hurt, Clay was hurt, Durant had left. As Post hits the 3, you can't say Jarris Walker and Aaron Gordon anymore. I've got Aaron Gordon PTSD. Kills the Warriors. That 50 ball played the other day. Jimmy Butler with the mid-range. Only 4 to shoot here. Walker spilled. Horford to Butler, to Buddy, and couldn't finish. Restless as the Warrior offense was not here yet. Horford an open 3, and he got it! Oh. Tony Bradley was helping. Goes super quick 2 for 1. Spencer recognized it. Butler thought about squeezing off the 3. Jimmy to the mid-range, couldn't finish. Butler the rebound. Spencer kept it alive and able to score there.
Number 3 all-time in wins. Number 1 in NBA games coached.
You know who number 2 is, right? Nelly, coach here, Don Nelson.
When people try to go after the goal scorer, you got to have a few guys that have, you know, have your back a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean last year we had
set the screen on Walker so Jimmy Butler could get in to lay it in. Perfect for his own shot. Jimmy Butler down the lane again. The first double-digit lead of the night. And the Warriors here in the 3rd. They've gotten off to a great start in this quarter. 12-point lead is gone. And Jimmy Butler, he's got 12 in his own right. Rebound battle. Kuminga, quickest man to the ball. Kuminga, nice pass to Butler. There you go. That's JK playing the right way. Butler down the lane. Jimmy Butler. He's doing everything right now. He's got 16. He's on one right now.
And rightfully so. His team needs him to be that way.
Cycling to Shepard for another 3. Kuminga flying back in for that rebound, but didn't get it. Robinson Earl. Mid-range pull. Draymond smartly tipped it away. Get ready for the battering ram move. No one does it better than Shea. He's incredible. Now Horford an open three. Al's got a couple tonight.
And if you don't have anything else, a Jimmy Butler ball screen.
Jimmy is plus 15, best plus minus of any player. Oh, and cut back door by Will Richard.
Cut in between his two teammates, and that defender couldn't stay with him.
Butler knocked that away. Butler is ahead of the pack. Jimmy to dunk.
Two teammates, and that defender couldn't stay with him.
Butler knocked that away. Butler is ahead of the pack. Jimmy to dunk it down, and the biggest lead of the night. Can you put Indiana on tilt? He got up 14. Horford got another three. Al is three. Not going to have Halliburton all year, so Nembhard is trying to rally the troops and lead the way. Butler strength on strength. Jimmy's got 21. It's tough to stop. Yeah, Nembhard, he had 13 assists in that game in his rookie year. As Horford's now railing every three.
Golden State trying to get him on track consistently. You look at the numbers, averaging over 15 points per game. But playing with Curry is a whole different beast. There's a turnover. Butler looking for a teammate. It is Kuminga. Golden State trying to get him on track consistently. You look at the numbers, averaging over 15 points per game. But playing with Curry is a whole different beast. There's a turnover. Butler looking for a teammate. It is Kuminga. Beating everybody down the floor for the layup. 29 and 13, even better when it was Butler, Draymond Green, and Steph. There's heavy pressure. Ultimately, the turnover on Isaiah James. It is Butler on the other of a first half, as you're going to see. Little inside-outside game between Butler and Moody. Pajemski, not a great three-point shooter, but that time he got it to go.
Key personnel missing from the Thunder roster.
Well, with absolutely nothing going here and trailing by 19 points, Curry's going to keep Curry in the game.
That the Thunder coaching staff were talking about at halftime. Just keep moving the basketball.
And Butler again. He does have 15 points. Again, there's Hartenstein. They try to go up high. Mitchell a little too high.
Thought he might try to lay it up on the right side of the glass.
Little burst by the Spurs here. Jimmy Butler blacks the crowd and hits one from downtown.
They cleaned up the glass. Did a great job on the offensive and defensive glass. Enforcers underneath.
Butler. Back down Champagnie, now fades and hits it.
That's Jimmy Butler's game right there.
Just rising up in the mid-range area. Moody has already hit one, make it two. Moody passing down low, Butler cutting. Back to Moody, he hits again.
He's got a terrific looking jumper again.
It's Draymond who's driving, kicking out. Pajemski, the corner, Butler hits it. Second home game of the season for him. His return from the hamstring injury. Wembanyama, spin, no look, turned over. Shot clock at 5. Will Richard almost lost it. Saw Victor in the paint waiting for him. Curry resets and hits it.
And I just said it in the first half. He's a master at moving without the basketball. He never stops.
You don't always have to have the ball to be effective. Curry had it that time and rattles home with threes, up to 23 points. Didn't start this game. It was Will Richard, rookie from Florida. Came off the bench. Butler. And the threes are starting to go in. Golden State has not had so much success in close games. Jimmy. Pass. Payton the second. Jimmy. Shot clock at 7. Now Horford for 3. And they're having Butler guards Wembanyama here, Sean. And Butler got the steal. 2-on-1. Pajemski right back. Jimmy, one hand. First double-digit lead of the night. And they're having Butler guards Wembanyama here, Sean. And Butler got the steal. 2-on-1. Pajemski right back. Jimmy, one hand. First double-digit lead of the night.
Nice decision there by De'Aaron Fox. Not to settle for the mid-range jumper. Oh, and then you give Jimmy Butler that wide open look. And
Butler passing out. Al Horford responding. 15 and on the break 21-5. It's just been that three-point line that's been the main difference. And of course I say that, Draymond scores. Steph Curry walking it up. Butler rattles it in.
And finding his way right to the rim. Curry doubled, Green on the fly. It's picked up by Butler, Green again. The floater will fall that time. And Butler again. Operating low, plenty of space and across the lane.
Tough move by Jimmy Butler. The only space he had was to the middle and waiting. And after that ball goes up, no problem for Victor that time on the Draymond Green shot.
Jimmy Butler. Spurs are shooting 40%, 36% for Golden State. Fox! Pajemski. Butler. Just takes it in and gets the two on the reverse.
Well, a lot of work there by Jimmy Butler.
It's a turnover by San Antonio. Pajemski, Butler, Pajemski collides and a whistle. It's Butler against Barnes. He'll take it in and float one up for the deuce. And then Yaman knocked away with a great steal. Butler 3-on-2. It's Moody. They get back and Fox ripped it away. Fox ripped it away. Castle. Fox. Floater. No. Tap in good. Castle. He's got 24 and 10 in this quarter for San Antonio. Green, another great feat. Butler the dive for the deuce.
On the putback, second chance. Now Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you can't ask. I don't know how that matchup happened.
And you've got to box out. That was Richard. He just wasn't accounted for. And another three.
I'm going to say it again, Joe.
Got to box
Moses
out.
Moody. I'm going to tell you what is so incredibly underrated. I don't care how you feel about him as a dude. Draymond Green and his ability to defend and do this right here, he's the engine of this offense.
Without a doubt. Interesting. Now Jimmy Butler trying to get there. Moody's already got a couple.
And the difference with Moses Moody, he's much better shooting when his feet are set. So that's Moses Moody career high for points in the quarter right now. And now he's just adding to it.
Got it. And they're finding the hot hand. Give them credit.
You can't switch this.
And you're freeing up a wide open.
Again, you can't switch that. Right. That's why.
Eve on the pick. Jose on the floater.
That's a good possession.
Yep. Quick, decisive, and they don't have a point. They got three from Steph, but those are at the free throw line, and Jimmy Butler sets an easy one up for Pajemski. Back to 10. That's the shot clock. Now you got to go. Jeremiah. Oh, man. What a way to close that. 7 on the clock. That's the shot clock. Now you got to go. Jeremiah. Oh, man. What a way to close that. Brutal.
Trey Murphy, Jeremiah Fears, and Derek Queen. Derek Queen rolls, roll, and replace. It's a good look for Trey Murphy as the shot clock's winding down.
Green.
And they're trying to get him to switch.
Bay. Let's give it away. Unforced error. Now Eve gives it away.
There's Draymond Green again.
Yep.
That's what I'm telling you.
And a good pass.
His ability to defend is so underrated.
Now you've got to make him pay. Bad pass. Terrible. That's the definition of how not to run a break. The lob for Carlo. Couldn't keep it.
Thing is, Joe, I'm all for the read, but that's another turnover.
You got it. That's 17 for the Pels now, and nobody accounted for. The lob for Carlo. Couldn't keep it.
Thing is, Joe, I'm all for the read, but that's another turnover.
You got it. That's 17 for the Pels now, and nobody accounted for Pajemski.
14-point lead in the ball. Steph sitting. Jimmy's going to kind of run things. Jimmy mid-range.
Yeah, that's that ball screen.
8:35 and counting. Draymond Green feeling spry. They may not need Curry. You know that, and I know that. Up 18. Good pass. Up 20, they won't need Steph Curry, will they?
Step back, now leans in, left-handed shot, no good. Rebounded by Curry.
Draymond Green right there on the help defense.
Will Richard got it for three. Butler to Green. Curry, quick pass down to Butler on the baseline. He knocks it in.
Gotta be ready when your numbers call. So the way that both teams shooting the long ball in this game, crazy.
Fade away jumper by Butler. All right, Golden State with the basketball. Butler, tough shot over Bain, got it to go. Side to Butler with Isaac on him. Post, a three, missed it short, long rebound, Post got it back. A lob for Butler, he dunks it in and ties the game at 36.
It's just great vision from Draymond Green. It just
has to pitch it out to Green. Three-point shot, no good, but the rebound hits the floor and Butler's got it. Pushes it up and in. Second chance opportunity. Now Carter. It's Jones. Trying to throw it, I think, in there to Isaac. Taken away by Golden State.
the spacing not good on that one. Needed somebody out in that corner.
That three is no good, but Horford getting some pretty big minutes here in the first half. Pass goes into the paint to Butler and out to Curry in the corner for another three. Jimmy Butler to Curry. Another three, good again.
Oh, they're just running actions for him, just setting him up.
Head to Butler. Butler goes up high and ducks it in. Wagner did not want to hear that whistle blow with his fourth foul.
Fast break points. And they've started out this quarter really well, getting up and down. And they knocked it away from Wagner. Steph, quickest man to the ball. Behind the back save to Butler.
Defended by De Silva. Pivoting, leaning, shooting off the float. No good. Rebound Carter. Butler took it away and put it in. Stole it right from Wendell. Butler. Defended by De Silva. Pivoting, leaning, shooting off the float. No good. Rebound Carter. Butler took it away and put it in. Stole it right from Wendell. Wagner is back by himself. Now they set it up. Except Green is going to drive it and lay it in.
And Green now and then.
Back for the Magic after that timeout. Butler turns the corner, ducks it in.
Stop the basketball and recover to his guy a lot of times.
Two more for Jimmy Butler. He matches Curry's 29. Now Horford bounces it to Green. Under 2 to play. Butler seeking contact. Got 2 points.
Is it the start you want? The Warriors trying to get off the schneid here. Yeah, against Miami, it was 20-4. And Will Richard cutting off the Butler delivery. And percentage back to 36%. That's fine. Nice steal, Jimmy Butler. Will Richard into 2-on-1. Moody spaces out. Rocks into the triple. Butler attacking. Moody on the counter. Breaks the paint again. Foul line jumper. To Moses Moody. 2 of 3 early. They already have 8 second chance points.
Their effort is relentless on the glass. It's one of the things we spoke on early.
Nice pass out Horford to Jimmy to put it up and in. He's just sealing it. Playing with Javonte Cook. Rising for 3 and got a wild shot there. Butler spinning into the front court. Jimmy all the way to the iron. This kind of went decel
All across the board last season, and you're not satisfied.
Oh, Jimmy Butler! The spinning layup and the foul.
As you can, because your defender's going to go with him. That's what happened there.
So double team Avdia right there and come up with a steal. Send that second defender.
Wheel it out on top here to Green. Off to Butler. Avoids Kamara with a spin move and laid it in.
Jimmy Butler facing up on Love. They throw it over Williams, and TJD gets the dunk. What a pass by Butler. Only 5 to shoot here. Draymond will shoot the 3. All right. When you block it out of bounds, you just give the team the ball right back.
There you go.
It through. Oh, what a catch by Butler, setting up Curry for three. Steph is already running back. He knew that was down. Goes for 20 tonight. So now you're down 6. And Butler, what a screen by Draymond. Perfectly done, and Butler with 18 now. Always size on Steph. They shoot it over Markkanen. GP2 the rebound, so the Warriors 0 for 6. Can they get anything easy? Can they get to the foul line? Can they get a bucket? Hey, they can do it all. The team has given up as many points as Utah. You think transition is an issue, but right now the Jazz have the Warriors playing half court, and Jimmy Butler has 5 quick.
Positions are interchangeable. Sometimes you'll see quick posts in the middle and GP2 getting the dunk.
Moody with a steal. 2-on-1. Jimmy soaring and floating and finishing.
Well, Kyle Anderson, we know this about him. He has that 7-foot wingspan, sneaky long.
And there's the lob, and TJD said. Kyler using the handle. Butler with the quick hands. Anytime they've run, they've usually had good success. And Will Richard, right off the bench, right into the bucket. The rookie hits a 3. Lennis says keep running them. They played last night. They traveled from LA. Butler down the lane. Butler tipping in his own miss. Good matchup, Butler and Collier. That is strength on strength right there. Jimmy said, I'm usually stronger. That's impressive. Bailey denied by Moody, and that's the rebound. What a play by Moses.
That's the on-ball defense you're looking for.
Post out of the corner. Oh, that's pretty ball.
Keeping the game doable for them.
Markkanen couldn't finish. And Buddy Hield, smart pass ahead to Butler for the dunk.
That is a counterattack if I've ever seen one. Moses Moody and quick post fighting for a rebound, like the 1-2.
Buddy!
Nice.
Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield working together.
One thing that's great about what Ace Bailey does, he's a quick decision maker. Great for your offense.
Throw it to Jimmy because he's going to catch it.
That's all that was.
TJD had made 1 of 2 from the line.
Or keep them out of rhythm.
Buddy Hield. This is so needed tonight. I don't care what level of basketball, grade school, high school, pros, whatever. If you have teammates that run, reward them for running. Reward them.
And Pods saved a layup there.
And Pods 3. Brandon's first field goal of the night. Jemski, little D-cell. Buddy Hield, the shooter, sidestep. He got George up in the air and bottom to 3. The Warriors are doing everything well from the second quarter on. And Buddy, that was kind of a heat check. Will Richard fighting for it, but Kyle Anderson out of the pack. And then Butler and Collier come together.
Come in the game thinking about it. You can have a big impact on the glass.
I mean, Portland crushed them on the glass. Portland's best in the league in that area as Jimmy Butler hits the mid-range. We talked to Jordan when we were in New Orleans. It'd be good to see him healthy. Jimmy Butler, beautiful finish there.
There, you can put the ball on the floor. I really like his game.
1 year at Maryland, he was the 13th pick of the draft. The lob, Draymond to Jimmy, and he tipped it up on his second jump. How about that?
And PV is known for his defense. Really good at moving without the ball, too. Slasher.
Minga inside, pump fake, and the finish. The walking up half court has not worked in any way, shape, or form.
They're struggling to get stops now, so you have to take it out the net. Tougher to get out in transition.
Butler finding GP2.
Getting back in transition the Pelicans have, so you have to live in the front court, in the half court, I mean.
Moody ends the streak. The Warriors have been 1 of 19 on threes. I mean, Pat has been instrumental. Plays well whenever he gets an opportunity. What a beautiful delivery. And Misi, that should have been a goaltend.
Right corner to Alvarado, and that made the defense shift just enough.
Butler down the lane, GP2, he's there again to lay it in.
Yeah, they're just helping off it. Warriors are stuck with that zone, it's worked.
Into Jimmy again, good catch, good finish. He's just running the floor. They've beaten Chicago 143-130. They've been scoring, they've been competitive. Butler's got 14. Big man Eve Misa. Post tight roping the baseline to put that up and in. Jemski shot clock at 8. Moody catch and shoot. He was ready. Feet set right in the pocket. Boom. The Warrior lead clinging to one right now. Draymond is back in. Nice lob to Jimmy.
Zion is just helping off in no man's land.
Finishing quarters, particularly at home. They did it in the first half, and Jimmy Butler's got 19. On the offense from Jimmy. That's the key in the second quarter. Will Richard catch and shoot three. Will Richard dropping in the triple.
Jump backwards. He just baits him into that pass.
3.5 of crunch time. And GP2 drops the hammer.
You got a split action with Draymond Green.
Get to that strong left hand, lay it up and out. GP2 with the rebound off the Draymond defense.
Draymond just moved his feet, no blow by.
Butler back to GP2 again.
The fact that he had to step back and take a dribble took him out of rhythm.
16 points, 11 boards for GP2. Jimmy down the lane. Messi is there to deny. Can you add to the 6-point lead? Butler does and makes it an 8-point game.
Engaged with his team. He wanted to get J-Dub a score early just to get him in rhythm, keep him in rhythm.
He's matched up with Jimmy Butler at the other end. Moses Moody rattles one home.
He got the bucket, and he hit the turbo burst coming downhill, creating something in a one-on-one situation.
Jimmy Butler trying to do the same, does get the call. He'll go to the line for three. The spin in the paint, looking for help.
And credit to OKC's defense the way they got back. And here goes Jimmy Buckets.
Really early in the shot clock.
Bulls got off to a nice start this season, but losing the 6th in a row as Quentin Post 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's blowing kisses already. And
the Warriors working around hot potato. Now it's in the hands of Butler. A handoff and a layup for Spencer. And a timeout for Billy Donovan. Shades of what he did against the Bulls back in January. 3 threes and now a steal. It's easy on the way for Jimmy Buckets.
He read that beautifully. He just shot the gap.
Shades of what he did against the Bulls back in January. 3 threes and now a steal. It's easy on the way for Jimmy Buckets.
He read that beautifully. He just shot the gap. Nice drive to the basket. Got by his man.
Well, the Bulls just not executed well on those shots around the rim. Here's the turnaround jumper for Buddy Hield.
Jordan just had to do it one time.
Michael and Moses Moody. D'Anthony Melton said, hey, shoot that thing.
There you go. Digits most of this first half. After getting out to an 11-2 run, White wanted a foul, didn't get one. Spencer moves it to Butler. Bounces it to Podziemski. His three is good.
Oh, wow.
Quick pass to Hield, a three, that's no good. The Warriors have cooled off after a hot start too. Post flips it in. Behind the three-point line, that's their first of the second half. A lob, it's Butler fighting it through.
And he wanted that though.
Butler now at 10 points. Trying to track this one down against White, kept it in bounds. Hield grabs it, flip to Spencer, back to Hield, the layup.
Jimmy Butler is...
Here's Butler, shot clock at 5. Drives it, spins by Collins off the window.
That was a tough shot by Jimmy Butler.
They'll need more than that. Finish off a comeback tonight, still down by 13. Butler a three. A big shot for Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, I tell you.
Butler just fires it, nails it.
He went float game. He's got all of that.
With Pat Spencer starting with Steph, you have a secondary ball handler. Glenna mentioned Steph opened off the ball. Butler from the baseline.
That was a Steph Curry back screen.
Now this Randall-Butler matchup is so intriguing. Randall's got the size. Steph an open three. Got it.
Two defenders went with Buddy Hield there.
Because the Warriors had possession. Pat Spencer was Gobert. He could not pull the trigger with Rudy. So Steph hits a three instead.
On the floor. He's got a good NBA body. Really solid defensively. Really switchable too.
Butler in on Gobert.
Would be a great defensive player and the quickness.
And if I gave you two Warriors that would be on the deck immediately, Podziemski would be one of them. Jimmy Butler all the way to the rim.
They're thinking about trying to figure out a way to get wins and be together now, create good habits. That's another great ball screen. Jimmy Butler all the way to the rim. Butler, beautiful steal, and then Randall fouls him. The true percentage three-point shooter, 44% for the season. Butler inside. What a man-sized take there. Tornado moves. Blow go on a run in this game. It's been so hard to get any type of separation. It's a tug of war. 22 lead changes. And TJD off the Butler delivery. Go back to your ball screen action if you want. So Steph going to sit the final 2:20 here and then get that rest to begin the fourth. Butler right to the rim. He's saying, you are way too small. And Moody missing from the baseline. Butler with the rebound. Curry catch and shoot three. Got it. A little more knee bend on that one. Got his legs into it. Make him call timeout. Here come the Warriors now. Butler to Steph. And McDaniel's right in his airspace. Step back three. Good! And the Dubs have come from 12 down.
Donovan's going to play off of Draymond Green a lot. Unless he makes several of those, it makes it problematic for the Blazers defense.
That's good switching off the ball.
Jimsky has a step, swings the post, catch and shoot. The three is short. Rebound to the Blazers. They coughed it up, and Hield lays it in.
Robert Williams snatches that rebound. Here comes Avdia, 100 miles an hour. Warriors got back nicely, and Jimmy Butler the steal.
Rebound grabbed by Williams, outlet pass. Avdia, sidearm pass, intercepted by Butler.
Rob was his guy that time.
Curry turn, little hesitation off to Butler, downhill into the lane to lay it up and in.
Yeah, he
had the job at the line to give the Blazers a lead. Jimmy Butler up the floor, into the paint, squeezes off a runner. Off here to Santos.
Blazers can pressure with this group. They can switch everything.
Ziti fronts the post. Butler had him on his hip and then whoop, went back door for the 7-second differential on the clock. Jimmy Butler goes to Murray. Draws a defender outside. Sissoko bit and Spencer laid it in. 7:17 to play. Green in deep. Out it comes to Butler. Jump stops. Finds Moody. Checks the laces and drills a three. Up the floor he comes. Gives to Butler. Digs his way in deep. Over to Jackson Davis. Lost the handle. Got it back. Laid it in. Drew the foul. He's heading to the line.
And Royce is a guy that I think has to have a good game here. They're going to do a lot to negate Devin and Dillon, but Royce can really open things up.
Butler with that jab step gets in on Williams and gets an early and one opportunity. O'Neal quickly racing out on Curry. Here is Butler. He has been a reluctant three-point shooter. Gets the drive inside. And
this is second year, so you're not a rookie anymore.
Post sets up the side step. And then Iguodaro in a hurry to get rid of the basketball. 7 on the shot clock.
This what he is here. This is a tremendous defense. And they bailed him out.
Here's Butler, 11 points to lead the Golden State scoring attack. Kuminga finds space inside. That will get a Phoenix timeout. Butler surveying the defense with a drive, able to get across the lane.
That's too easy.
Big, strong hands. Butler on the backdoor cut. 16 now for Butler.
That shot there, 85 percentile for him.
Curry coming off the screen. They don't give him any room. Butler on the drive.
It allows them to get a lead because number 30 is a killer. That's when it gets really bad.
Curry on the drive, finds a slashing Butler. Maybe that will be the one. Butler, first position inside, and another easy two for Jimmy Butler.
He was right on top of that jumper.
Bojanski inside to Butler. Butler finds a slashing Moody. Is so important. They lead the league in passes each at 341 per game. Brooks gets the look, won't get it, back tap into the hands of Iguodaro. Kicks it out to Goodwin. Goodwin lines up the three.
Big bullet pass inside to Butler. Suns were slow in getting back. Here's Butler, 24 points on the night. Podziemski from the corner.
Cycling out a good one for three. Steph, good rebound. Another touchdown pass. Butler will dunk it down. Now you're in business.
So you need to get up on him.
Butler triggering the inbound. Gets it right back. He'll pull for a quick three and hit it. Ties it up to 96.
Jimmy inside. Beautiful delivery by Steph Curry.
Again, exploiting the switch. Colin Gillespie fights over it.
41% from distance. They don't have Grayson Allen tonight. Butler pretty physical. Put it up and in.
Go right at him, and he gave the ball back to Brooks. He got a delay of game that time, but
first one's a warning. Second one will be a technical.
So Godaro's like, well, I got to get this rebound in.
He was fouled. Trace got the rebound, got it back to DeAnthony. Loose on the deck. Get it to Trace Jackson Davis to put it in and draw the foul. Good win, physicality on Steph. 2 men on him. Shot clock at 5. Jimmy Butler. Tough fadeaway, and he makes it. 74% shooting in the first quarter.
Well, just because they weren't rested on their laurels too. Like they were making adjustments.
Will Richard drop it in the 3. Welcome back, Pat Spencer. He had a family matter. They missed the game in Phoenix.
Always happy to see him out there.
Shot clock at 3, and Butler bails out the Dubs. Podziemski will start the second half. Jimmy Butler shot clock at 3. Jimmy got in to lay it up and in.
They keep defending him with Mark Williams.
Suns vastly improved defense this year. Butler 3. Jimmy is the best three-point shooter on the Warriors, by the way. Percentage-wise. He doesn't take a lot.
Hold on to Steph for dear life.
What a year for Gillespie. And that lob to Jimmy thrown perfectly by Quentin Post. Melton breaking the paint. Pass ricochets to Curry. Shot clock at 3. Jimmy will dunk it down. Shot clock at 7. Anthony Melton. Shot clock at 3. Jimmy's got to make something out of nothing. And he does! Another 3! Oh, Butler's amazing! 2-point lead of the ball. Into GP2. Butler down the lane. Butler's fouled and lays it in. Desmond Bane and the pace that Kalena talking about, changing their offensive profile. Shot clock at 2, and Jimmy bails it out. It's an in.
If you can do that against Banchero, you can get your shot off. Look at his body. He's all power.
Steph dropping it off to Jimmy, and okay, you're going to play Steph. You were talking about Mr. Richardson.
There he is. He's a shooter, man. Over 40% from three-point range.
Jimmy Butler spoon feeds TJD. That's off a made basket. The Warriors running right back. Man, Banchero's like, okay, Podziemski, now Melton, there's the double. And when you double, good things happen.
He caught him off guard. Jimmy Butler came off of that cutter.
Jimmy down the lane to lay it in and draw the foul. That was so pretty. And the Dubs winning the points off turnovers. That has not happened very often this year. Jimmy Butler inside. Fake handoffs. Very well from deep, and yet they're 6 of 11. Butler found Moody to put it up and in, and he draws the foul. What a pretty play by Jimmy in midair. Harrow from deep. Rebound Steph with the good hands. Curry comes out of the pack, throws it ahead. Touch pass to Draymond, and Jimmy done. To that 1-point lead. Podziemski on Batase. Jimmy Butler's got to bail him out, and he does it with another 3. How does he hit these late clock threes?
And he's trying to get loose now. Oh, what a pass to Post. Bounce pass right to Quentin Post. All eyes were on Curry.
Yep, that's exactly it.
And Post slipped to the basket and got 2 for the Warriors.
Spencer shot clock at 5. To a cutting Jimmy Butler.
He just lost sight of Jimmy and didn't keep his body in between Jimmy and the basket.
Post has 10 rebounds in 24 minutes. Moody, pump fake still work. Closes with 20 tonight.
Playing against the shot blocker, you should become a very, very active offensive rebounder.
Horford connects on a 3.
He was kind of paused in the air, waiting for the help to come, and never came, so he decided to shoot it.
Horford gets a good look. Hits again.
This is the Al Horford that
Celtics helped them win a championship 2 years ago. Washington got deep, missed it inside. Horford boxed out Gafford. As Flack turns it over that time, trying to drive the paint. Pajemski loves Butler with the throwdown. As Flack turns it over that time, trying to drive the paint. Pajemski loves Butler with the throwdown. Butler will put it up over Gafford and hit the three. Flag attacking. Goes to that left. Normally that's good. He's money with that left hand off of penetration, but he misses there. Jackson Davis inside, and the Warriors up 13, their largest lead of the day. 12 for Horford off the bench to top Golden State. Second chance opportunity after the Melton miss. Moody, go! Butler looking to drive on Flag. Gets past the rookie. Knifes through the lane. Out to Pajemski. It's good on a three. Needing him to step up here, and he's got 14 points now, a game high. 12 for Moody. Steph Curry has 3 field goals now. He's tough pass, but eventually Green got it to Butler, who scores inside.
Dave, you know, it's another way. Obviously, they miss Kyrie enormously, but three-point shooting is another big factor. You talk about his ball handling, all the other things he do.
4 minutes to go here. 11-point game. Three-pointer from Richard goes down for the rookie out of Florida. Just celebrated his 23rd birthday yesterday. 11.7 rebounds for Pajemski. Dallas turnover. Horford running the court. Hits Butler for the slam.
Poor end of the quarter by Dallas. They'd worked their way. That's pretty good company for a young guy.
Out of the timeout, the Warriors with excellent execution. They get the layup, Payton to Butler inside.
But in the month of December, 43%. The cut, Curry. Curry finds Butler, and Butler lays it up and in.
Jamal Shad, he has an unconventional style of defense that he has to play.
Butler back in. Grady Dick checks in. Payton looking for Butler. He's doubled. Now Ingram peels away from him, and Horford, the vet, just gets to the foul line. Good job by Scotty Barnes disrupting that cut.
His hustle is outstanding, Matt.
Butler looking for Green. Green lays it up and through. Horford, close out by Mamu. And Horford, shot doesn't go. Butler on the offensive glass.
It's a choice. It's not so much about making shots or big-time plays, but having the mindset to be confident in the moment.
Jimmy Butler follows with a slam dunk off of
Mamu getting the poke. Telling Jamal Shad, communicating is wide open for you. Go get the loose ball.
Butler. And Jimmy Butler able to get to the rim. On the inside, Butler, guarded by RJ, cut off. Green, the three. And he connects once again. He can produce. Butler. And Butler, the foul on RJ. Back up top to Payton. Here's Pajemski with it. Butler, guarded by Walter. Horford, the three. Good. They made a dozen threes. Shot clock down. Butler rises up. Gets the roll.
Butler, kick out post, can stroke it, and does. Ties the game at 3. Thomas defended by Melton, screen from Sharp. Switch. The lob was up there, but the help by Butler defensively was enough.
Yeah, strong body coming through, and he was quick on it.
And Thomas got engulfed by Butler, recovers, goes all the way to the rim. Denied! Jackson Davis with the full palm. Butler shifting gears, spins on Wolf, and puts it in. Jemski with 8 to shoot. Butler peeks at the clock. Clowney there defensively. The movement. Spencer gets upstairs for the bucket. Right through the hands of Jackson Davis. Warriors control. Bounce it. Jackson Davis again on the inside. He's making a difference for Golden State. Butler with the uncontested rebound. That's at a 13-point lead. They were up 28-15. Butler all the way to the hoop. 4 on the timer. Ball gets knocked away. He was trying to pass it to Sharp. Butler leading the break. Spencer fumbled it for a moment. Butler gets inside and finishes.
Spending some time with the Long Island Nets and being really productive.
Butler swings. Spencer fakes out Wolf. Butler gets into the paint and he gets it to go. Butler against Wolf. Spencer vacates the area. Butler makes his move. Fend off. And he puts it in. +1. Claxton on a handoff. Dioman. Blocked by Melton. Fly pattern. Melton the catch. The flyby and the lay-in. A dagger defensive play by DeAnthony Melton.
First full season in Golden State for Butler. Obviously coming over from that long run down in Miami. Draymond Green not only makes the shot, but chirps on his way back down the floor.
They're starting to bother me. It's 10 o'clock on the West Coast.
Green. Jimmy Butler poked LaMelo in the face.
So crafty and making winning plays on both ends.
Sexton's pass a little bit too low. Played for Billy Donovan when he was at Florida. Thank you, Shannon. Fantastic stuff. What's going on with Quentin Post, man? He comes in off the bench and they find him in the corner. He's attempted 5 3-pointers. Still leads the Hornets in and-one opportunities just because of style of play. Santos this time was behind the line. Give him all 3. Draymond Green will start the offense for the Warriors. Butler understands his team's in the bonus, just goes straight to the cup. Curry bumps into Sexton. Another 3-pointer for the all-time greatest 3-point shooter.
Warriors trying to hit home runs here.
Moody. And the Hornets need a timeout. Butler, Green, Curry, post Moody. Back door to Butler. Such a smart player, Draymond Green fighting Jimmy Butler. Horford, size advantage on James. Some discomfort in his right wrist. LaMelo Ball is going to stride to the scorer's table. Melton hits an open 3-pointer. Jimmy Butler. Classic Jimmy Butler.
Doing that.
They're moving their feet right now. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes teams see the Warriors, they get out of character.
Draymond 3.
This week and then in March, they have a long road trip, but 5 games in 7 days is a lot.
Jimmy Butler.
They've gotten much better when it comes to their 3-point shooting, their percentages overall.
Butler dropped it off to Draymond. He cut perfectly, laid it in, drew the foul.
Ball pressure.
Jimmy Butler. 41% on threes, drops in a triple.
He shoots 2 of those a game. Probably more this half. See if they can get them to make mistakes.
Post with a wide open 3. Got it. Jimmy Butler knew what he was doing. Took all the defense and QP now. Shot clock at 7. Butler being fronted. And Jimmy, he knows all the tricks in the book.
You're just exploiting that switch.
He's still 11 of 16 tonight. GP2 guiding it home. It was deflected, but then Jimmy Butler with a steal. Dropping it to Trace, to Will Richard, back to TJD, and they don't get anything. Maybe keep getting it to the guy who's got 20 points in the quarter.
It's not a bad idea.
Or dumps to TJD, or gives everyone ran instead.
See if they can get Jimmy Butler involved here. He's directing traffic in the corner without the ball.
Dempsey's got to make something out of nothing. Shot clock at 2. Throws Butler a grenade. Will Richard beats the buzzer with a 3.
But Jimmy Butler knew exactly how much time he had.
This is the Warriors' biggest lead right now. They flipped the game by 20 points. Down 12 to up 8. Butler in the lane to lay it in.
You're exploiting all these switches. Two defenders staying up with Moses Moody. Clayton Jr. was a baller, too, for Florida. He was averaging 19 a game that last year.
Post. He is doing everything. He's got 15. Back iron there, ricocheted Keontae George. Kevin Love thought about that three, and Jimmy Butler anticipated. Steal and fouled.
Defensive off. Inside out, ball deflected, stolen. That's some big-time hustle.
Is anyone going to take a two?
No.
A layup?
No.
Anything in the paint?
You know the game today, don't you?
Okay. Oh, another steal here.
Here's a two. Butler gets Kawhi in the air and the lay-in for Jimmy.
Is anyone going to take a two?
No.
A layup?
No.
Anything in the paint?
You know the game today, don't you?
Okay. Oh, another steal here.
Here's a two. Butler gets Kawhi in the air and the lay-in for Jimmy. For Jimmy. 2 shots, 4 turnovers for the Clippers. Butler the back door from Draymond Green.
Draymond Green leads this Warriors team in assists.
And won a national championship at Florida. Will Richards been great for them this year. Butler got hit going up. Count it, will go to the free throw line.
The others, it was like the Red Sea parted, and he went all the way down here for the finish. What a run here now. Here's a steal by Butler. The others, it was like the Red Sea parted, and he went all the way down here for the finish. What a run here now. Here's a steal by Butler.
Curry tried to get it ahead to Butler.
Give it to him. Give me the screen. Take off on him. Oh, that was weak. Come on, girl. Way to follow it up, Jimmy. This was an all-star matchup right here. This is what you pay for. Oh, way to help him out, Draymond. There you go. Draymond hurt, and he's still giving it a great effort. That's what I love about him.
Kawhi under control.
Oh, good hands. Good hands. They've been ripping them all day. Cookies and cream. They opened up a cookie shop on them. To the rack, Jimmy.
Oh, look at this. Fell asleep. You got to make that.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
The Clippers just straight fell asleep.
Rebounds. I don't think you can win a game with those kind of stats.
And they're not right now. Shot clock down to 5. Butler over Leonard. Quick rise. Jimmy Butler with a bucket.
Draymond Green is the real point guard of the team. Jimmy Butler finds his
second straight one he's knocked down.
This tells me they're going to go for a quick 2 here. They don't need a 3.
No Curry.
Not that quick. Draymond Green, nobody stepped in to challenge.
That's beautiful. That was a two-for-one possession now.
Draymond banged up in that Clipper game with a rib injury as well as an ankle. Gary Payton will not play with an ankle issue. Moses Moody dropping into 3. Had his streak come to an end.
They're giving Gary Trent Jr. a step on him.
Jimmy Butler attacking and flipping it up and in.
Just a simple ball screen. They tried to switch it.
5-time All-Defense, Defensive Player of the Year, and champion Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jimmy Butler, tough take inside.
That's powerful.
Can't quite freeze it out. About a 12-second difference. Al Horford with a 3. Horford 2 threes.
No, useless. Well, not very useless. Everybody loves Hello Kitty.
Jimmy Butler lasering in a 3. Jimmy Butler. See that 3. Anthony Melton with the rebound. Fresh 14. Oh, Jimmy right down the lane. Couple pop fakes and lay it up and in. Be careful. 0 for 3 on 3s. Butler dropping that in. 3 of 10 on 3s in the third. 0 for 3 in the fourth.
And you see how much they struggled in the first half.
Right. Draymond from deep. Big shot. He'd only been 1 of 5, and he drops that one in.
I still have never tried skiing or snowboarding. I'm a little scared.
Butler creates contact, floats it home. Opportunity for a 3-point play. Exactly what you would want coming out of the timeout. Santos fronting Giannis. Butler goes for the steal. Butler in a foot race.
just decels, but then didn't make the layup. Out of bounds, it's still Warrior ball.
And for the most part, holster that, see if you can just make the simple play.
And a catch by Jimmy Butler. Creating a little space, putting it in and drawing the foul. Yeah, the Blazers in particular. And that one, not a lot of fun. Rosen inside, and Cardwell just checking in. 80 years of basketball, 26 gentlemen, 26,000 points. Jimmy Butler from the baseline.
Yeah, two defenders stayed up there.
Up on the play. Melton to beat the shot clock buzzer. Will Richard the rebound. And a fresh 14 for the Dubs. Will Richard will launch a three. Jimmy Butler tapped it in. What an athletic finish there. Kings are the third oldest team in the NBA. Clippers, Warriors, Sacramento in terms of experienced players. Now Horford, he's just moving so much better.
Jokic, he has all those shots.
The one-footers, the Nowitzki, that little push shot for a big, that would be the Jokic. Jimmy Butler, 360 spinorama. Oh, that is one of my favorite Warrior plays. Lead changes, tied twice. Warriors' biggest lead 9. Kings' biggest lead 3. Butler down the lane, pump fake, and tipping in his own miss.
Again, Steph.
Draymond realizes he doesn't have some big three-point night going.
And he's pretty far away. That was long.
Thinking of far away, Steph Curry from the hash mark.
$1 million deal. I watched him work out in Miami this summer, and he is an exquisite athlete and got great skill. Off glass with time running
all the way back for the rebound.
You can stay aggressive. You're in the bonus.
Butler cutting. Tic-tac-toe to Will Richard. Warriors' biggest lead of the night is right now. Butler to Melton for the corner three.
.37% from three-point range, just all around. December, he was averaging a triple-double, 26-point triple-double.
Draymond, good pass to Jimmy Butler, and the hands of Butler just to catch that. That's a little officiating trick, by the way. The players will show you who it's off of. He blew the whistle and everyone moved the other way. Couldn't post, moving right to the rim.
This game, this probably is one of the more impressive games of the homestand to have a low turnover game.
Yeah, they're top 5 in contested shots, and they didn't get to Curry in time. I think McCollum's going to help them, too, because Trae Young had been injured and out. Jimmy Butler dropping in the three.
Driving, this is DeAnthony Melton, who's really playing well. Al, off the glass, ties the game.
Non-step minutes, Jimmy could go nowhere. Shot clock at 5. Horford for 3. He got it.
Give him an outlet. You got a cutter in there.
You had that with Carmelo Anthony.
I do have some experience there. We don't have to talk about that.
Jimmy Butler going with the convertible look on the headband. And keeps scoring with it.
It's working.
He's getting a better look at the rim.
Don't change it. Donnie Walsh, who was the GM at the time, he called me in. Let's just say he gave me some encouragement when it comes to making sure Carmelo is happy as Jimmy Butler gets his steal.
Jalen Johnson is flowing right now. Missing that three, and Butler strong rebound.
If he made that, I was going to be like, it's time to start double teaming the guy.
Jimmy took the rebound, took the bump, got the bucket, going to the line. Jimmy Butler. Shot clock at 7. Jimmy dropping it off to GP2 with the right hand. Butler on Krejci and backs it home. So Jimmy's got 19, and here come the Dubs.
He just waited till Quinn Posey almost got a steal.
He did. Knocked it away. Butler getting on the deck. Steph for 3. He got it! Remember, with 6.5 left in the third, Atlanta committed 14 fouls. The Warriors never got that 5th one to get into the bonus. Butler corner 3. Jimmy's been the lifeline. He's got 22. Final 3 seconds. Santos beat the buzzer and got it. He had one of them waved off. That one is going to count. The Warriors have been very good at home, 13-5, and haven't really been run out of the building many many times this year at all, but that is tonight. What happens in the NBA is Jimmy Butler puts it up and in and draws the foul. Now or never. Left behind the back to Jimmy Butler. Butler had it blocked, stayed right with it. So Atlanta's going to take a timeout. But you're the fifth best three-point shooting team. You're an elite defensive team. You're a good road team. I mean, Atlanta, and you've got the East. You can tear teams up in the East.
Steph trying to get free. Going to free up Quentin Post, but there goes Butler right by clinging. When he's matched up there, that is a difficult matchup. Rookie out of Arizona with the drive and the miss. Portland 2 of 7. Butler to the rack and one as he hits the deck. Butler recognizes he's got Hansen there. Kicks it back. Melton, yep, straight away. There's 7 of 13 from three-point range. Horford, yep. Long distance for Al over Williams. Williams 3 for 3 since coming in off the bench. Butler spins. Beautiful move, Jimmy Butler. So side out for the Warriors. Richard, national champ in Florida, nails a 3 coming right in off the bench.
Faster, so he got to the basket easier.
Golden State just 1 of 5 here in the third quarter. Butler steps back in the corner, and that's a 3 for Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy Butler. Curry, pump fake, reloads, got it, and we'll admire it for a moment. So they got it to within 12, another turnover for the Trailblazers. Curry gives it down to Butler, too easy on the break.
Luckily he has some hair there.
Preparing for Holiday. Horford got this one, kept going at it.
That ball so high in the air, it's bringing rain as it comes down.
Butler takes the baseline and switches hands.
Yes, that was not me doing it. I was just talking over it. That's why it was excellent.
The jumper goes. Moses Moody is feeling it.
Despite not having been back that long, a major help.
Jimmy Butler upstairs for the jam. Get it ahead. Melton makes a move. Yabusele goes for the block. Butler, the follow goes. Lane opens up. Bridges gives it up. And Butler anticipates. Oh, that's Marquette against Marquette crime. Victory over Portland on Tuesday night. And Golden State has clawed back into it. Lane opens up. Bridges gives it up. And Butler anticipates. Oh, that's Marquette against Marquette crime. Jimmy Butler wins the battle. Warriors won the championship. You got to enjoy that as a young person.
I did. 1975, my sophomore year in high school. Rick Barry led Golden State Warriors, but finding other ways to score.
Butler turns the corner, loses his footing. The jump shot from Melton is good. It's a 3. Hart returns to the defensive position against Butler. Slashing to the hoop, and he lays it in. Golden State is shooting 73% in the second quarter.
And that was the Knicks' first made 3.
Were you offered the studio? Did you have options?
Oh, I would not have. They have to work too hard.
Jimmy Butler. He's over to the professional ranks. You runs it in there when he's healthy. Post. He just needed one to go down at some point, and it does. It's a 3. Last night played 5 minutes in Sacramento. Butler, spin, bucket, Jimmy buckets.
Well, what a great screen by Steph Curry.
Bounces for Butler. Drive, kick, jumper, splash, Moody. Warriors on a run. That is not easy to do.
Not at all. Look, the Warriors' half-court defense has been great, but their transition in this quarter has not been good enough. So many ways to play winning basketball in this quarter.
Hart off the double. Shamet lines it up. And Shamet misses from the outside. Last touch.
Literally putting on a clinic here tonight.
They chase Curry and they force the ball to someone else, and then Jimmy Butler makes them pay. Butler using that screen. against Towns. Former teammates in Minnesota. A fadeaway. It goes for Jimmy Butler.
Put Steph Curry back in the game.
Give it to Butler. And he hits a baseline line delivery for Jimmy Butler.
Since the Warriors' 10th win in their last 14 games.
Butler. Hard drive. He's Himmy.
Andrew Wiggins and Bam Adebayo. Bam has been rolling the last three, but he throws that away. Jimmy Butler, great steal. Steph and Larson get a piece of that.
Now Warriors defended 3-ball too, so someone's got to give.
There's going to be a lob, and Jimmy smartly just came down and then went back up with it.
One of the better defensive teams in the league, one of the most physical ones.
Moody
Mitchell misses it.
He just takes it from Davion Mitchell. See, Bam never left his feet. Jimmy Butler. I didn't mention Miami's tempo, and you can feel it. And Butler right to the rim.
Well, there, this is the #1 team when it comes to drive, so you're trying to move your feet and give your help time, so you don't have to come off aware that much.
Jimmy Butler, nice give and go, and just waited for the cutting. Will Richard, talk about know-how.
It was incredibly cut and reversed it all in one motion.
Not going to need a shot clock for Miami tonight. Jimmy Butler, the bucket, the body, and the free throw line.
The lack of production with Anthony Melton not being here.
So Jimmy's got 11 and Wiggins has 11. The two guys traded for each other. Butler knocking that away. Moody throwing ahead. JB3 with a dunk.
The lack of production with Anthony Melton not being here.
So Jimmy's got 11 and Wiggins has 11. The two guys traded for each other. Butler knocking that away. Moody throwing ahead. JB3 with a dunk.
Yeah, Warriors are defending the 3-ball really well.
Jimmy Butler initiated some contact. Moody for three. Moses! Man, has he been on one shooting threes the last 4 games. How did he not come up with a way with a basket? And Jimmy Butler taking time. There's a Warrior 4-point swing.
Quentin Post.
Jimmy Butler's just got to make sure he doesn't leave his feet with nowhere to go when he's driving.
The Heat's last win was against Oklahoma City. Steph Curry flipping it up and in. This begins